Hello, Lone Puppy here. Just making a quick update with regards to a harvester that I've built that I may or may not submit as a fleet entry into the Starmade fleet competition, but let's see how it goes. It's taking me too much time to build it, so I'm not sure I can produce a fleet. But anyway, this is just an update on what I've been mucking around with for the last few weeks. The main reason for building this was it was actually to use on a PvP server. But anyway, let's have a look at what we've got here. So it's just basically a big giant harvester cannon with armor and some crew accommodation wrapped around it. And I tried my best to do some decoration on it, but I'm not really too good at building exteriors. I don't think I'm, in the class of someone like Skylord or Chris. But hey, each to their own. I quite like flat surfaces. I know a lot of people use the crystals or I can't remember what they are, whatever crystals that glow for engines and things. When I originally built this, that's what they had, but the reason why I built it this way is because I wanted to have lighting effects that I could control. And here's an example. I can deactivate all the lighting, shut the thing down, so it appears like it's shutting down. So power it all back up again. Now that works ship wide. So if we go back into the ship, I have a few decks. Well, two decks. The upper deck and the lower deck, and there's a docking deck, which is what you see at the rear there. What I'll do is I'll jump out of the core and do a walk around, or fly around. So this is the bridge. It's pretty sparse, but again, I was building it for PvP. I wasn't really building it for decoration, but I have decided to add decorations for the competition. This is the mess hall. It's a simple little mess hall. What inspired me to build this was the TV series The Expanse, or the series The Expanse. Yeah. So we've got table there, kitchen bench with a what I call a replicator, food replicator. In here we have transporter on the left there, and medical on the right. So there's a med bay. And in here we have quarters, basic quarters for small crew. Go in here, turn the lights on and off. It's really basic. Come back here, we've got the bathroom for these guys. So that's my makeshift toilet there. There's a shower block. Not a lot. So let's go down to the docking section. This is in the centre of the ship. Got a number of controls here. This here is the switch that powers everything off and on, so all the lights go out. Just gives the illusion it's powering it up and down. this turns the force fields on and off, so you don't open the door and prevent the atmosphere. But if you do decide to open the door, oops, well, that was a bit of a mistake there, because when you open the door it activates the shields, and when you close it, it turns it off. It has all the controls for docking. You can, if you're the faction owner, you can actually lock the door from here, from the outside, unlock it and lock it. You can lock docking so people can't dock with your ship. So if I turn that on, it's now locked. The red light there indicates you can try docking, but it will just spit you off. And now it's open. So yep, pretty simple controls for the door docking. Yeah, I've got signage here and there. So if we go down to the lower deck, this is just a cargo storage area. This is, being a salvager, it can salvage a lot. I can strip a whole planet, pile it in here. Well, actually I haven't tried, but I've mined heaps and it hasn't filled this place up. It's captain's quarters. It's a lounge area, bedroom, kitchen, just basic plants like what they have in the Expanse, which I thought was pretty cool. You can turn the lights off, so you want to go to bed. Oh yeah, it's got its own bathroom and shower. Shower, toilet, basin, towel rails. Yeah, so naturally only a faction owner can get in there. So any visitors, they can walk around the ship everywhere except for the bridge and the captain's quarters. So what I will do is, one thing I forgot to mention is when you come into the docking, there is area activation for gravity. So you can manually select gravity here. So you see now is in gravity. So if I open the door, we go out, it disengages gravity. We go in, activates gravity. So, which is pretty handy for walking around the ship. Alrighty, let's go up and look at some of the controls. Now I've built in a red alert system on this ship. Oh yeah, if you turn all the power systems off, it automatically closes all the doors. It's just how I like to do my ships, because I've got a few of these in production, different style harvesters. So if I, let's see, if I go back here, I can actually initiate a red alert. Where is it? Red alert. And that's ship-wide. So every deck is at red alert. Whoops. There's the cargo hold. Captain's quarters. Put the red alert lighting underneath the chairs and up in the corners there. So it's, yeah, underneath the furniture and that, so it's not too intrusive. You know, like I think about it as if it was a real ship that I wanted for myself. So yeah, oh yeah, I'll demonstrate what happens when I'll turn that off. So that activates if an enemy is detected in the area. It's got I've put Tank's mini enemy detection system in. I made a few modifications for my ship, but it's basically his. Here we have different door controls, and this is the main power button. So shut everything down, locks the ship down, and powers everything off. And that's why I'm using light blocks for everything. See the engines, the what I call the harvester vents, and the harvester animation, and the intake. It's all lights that turn off. So I'm going to turn it back on. It all powers up. There you go. Bridge is all powered up. So back to the door controls. I pretty much got remote for most things, so I can control each set of doors. So if I was letting guests in, I could just remotely do it from in the core. I don't have to get out and open the door for them. The bridge door down there, for example. And it's pretty handy being able to just have all the doors open. I quite often just leave them open. And what else? Oh yeah, I've got all the controls for the docking bay. So I can open and close the door. I can lock the door, I can lock the docking, unlock it. Yep, it's pretty much all there. What else have I got here? Oh yeah, I can independently turn lights on and off. So I can turn on all the white and blue lighting. Oh, I can do the blue lighting separate. Yellow alert. I haven't really got the yellow alert automated yet. It's only just got red alert automated. And even though it's red alert, you can turn the lights back on. So you can continue to have the red alert. And you can turn it off and it all resets. So there you have it. That's my harvester. And it's part of a class that I call the RubbleClass, because when I first built this harvester, it was just a bare shell with no skin or anything, because I was building it for PvP, just to harvest as much blocks as I can. And I decided to call it Rubble, because that's what it made things into. And then I thought that would be a good class, RubbleClass. And this one here, with all the window dressing and all the skin and everything, is I've called it Harvest 1 because I just needed a nice sort of official sounding name to throw into a fleet. And I have another ship designed that I haven't built yet, that actually has 4 of these docked as drones. Oh, by the way, what I can do is, I've got these access hatches here and there. Whoops. Yeah, because of gravity, I have to turn off gravity. So I've got this access hatch to get in and out. I wasn't going to show this, but who cares. Now I have there he is. That there is the fleet leader or whatever, group leader. And if I initiate harvesting, I'm in the sector. Off he goes. It's pretty speedy. Maybe I shouldn't have left myself out in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, as you can see, it strips asteroids like nobody's business. Let's see if I can jump over there. Oh, sweet. There's the asteroid that it's stripping. Let's go and jump over there. See what it looks like in person. Oops. Wow. There we go. So as you can see, it just strips the hell out of asteroids. If you look closely, there is one single beam that is the focus beam that it uses to target with. Here it is. and the rest of them shoot straight, which is fine by me, because when they finally roll over, they just eat away the asteroid real quick. And when I've got 4 of these running, I've already tested the 4 bare metal versions, and they just eat up sectors like nobody's business. So that's what it looks like in action. So I hope you liked it. Oh, there he goes. There he goes, swings it over and nom 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 nom. Okay, thank you for watching.